the possibility and of the right, and you call it a God-given right. It means it goes for all people in the world. And you gave yourself that to the American people. The wise fathers of that, they gave it. You gave the choice, and they gave you choose your means. The independence war, remember, what would you have said if there came a man from Iran and say, you shall not do it that way? But that's exactly what you're doing. You don't give the chance to any other in the world. Now it's not only a fight for oil and for stones, diamonds, rubies, everything. So it's a fight about minds. You want them to think like we do in the Western country. And you forget the way. They have to choose their own way. Their own way. And that might go, like yourself, go through a civil war, but to identify the enemy, you have to be alone. You can't help them. See what happened when you've trained the Mujahideen. You made the Al-Qaeda. Then you gave them Stinger missiles so they could bomb Russia out. And Russia has warned you. I told you that on my first DVD. They said, don't go in. These people has been fighting for since the Opium Wars, long before the Opium Wars, under Elizabeth I. And she forced the Chinese government, the Chinese people, to smoke. I loved it. Subsidized it. Lend it out to small dealers, and it became a war against them. It smashed it all so they could go on using the opium to make the people cry. And there has been a lot of rebellion, and they have been yes, what do you call it, fought down every time. These times might be over. I don't believe in a single man. I don't believe in a savior. Jesus was not a savior. He was a man with very, very clear hunch for what was real. He knew, I believe that the miracles you make inside people's heads, and I think that you might be a helper of that. Barack, Michelle, or the your administration. I think you can do it, and you've got a lot of time. You just have to put it in. Then there's a very crucial question. It is, what can we do, the people? Of course, we can vote on other politicians, but I got a much better idea. Remember the big march that stopped the Vietnam War? Remember? They were so unpopular, and it was scary. They thought they came home, these helicopter pilots that came back. They thought they were heroes. And they met an American people who despised them and hated them. And that brought them out, of course. So, yes, some became Hell's Angels, some committed suicide, and so on and so on. And Do you know, that's just a little spring to the side, that there died more American soldiers in the training camps in the United States than they died in the whole Iraq war of suicide. What does it tell you about that? What does it tell you about the means of trying to destroy the personality of those people, to build up killers? The man, the normal man or woman, yes, man is not born that way. I know, you see, but they're professionals, yes, maybe, but then they call them warriors by nature. And then they look in fairy tale books and find big fighters under the crusade, the big crusades. Yes, I got a little side story too. Our Anders Fogh Rasmussen is a high commissioner of what they call of the NATO. He said, now we have to go out there and teach them how to make democracy. He wrote it. It was in the radio, too. And then I had some questions. So I wrote a letter to a paper. And you see, why didn't he start with the worst, most fundamental? Now it's Islam I'm talking about. But Saudi Arabia, a slave state. He didn't mention it with a word. Maybe he should start his crusade there. But maybe his good friend Bush has too many interests, because he only talk about Afghanistan, like I was talking about Afghanistan on my first DVD. Yes, just a minute. See if I've got it all. Yes, maybe I already said it.